Things are not looking good for This Morning after a major drop in ratings has put the show's future in doubt. And a secret feud between co-hosts Deeley and Shephard could make things even trickier for ITV. More on that later. As This Morning's ratings continue to plummet, bringing in Deeley and Shephard to replace Willoughby and Phillip Schofield could have been a bad move, not only for them, but for the show as a whole. The duo were tipped to be the program's saviors, but in their first month, ratings fell from more than 1 million to 692,500, and after 2 months they have fallen as low as 635,000. ITV have been scrabbling around, desperately pointing out that This Morning was watched, on average, 840,000 times a day in April, but this includes viewings on ITV+1 and ITVX. By April 30th, the average number of people watching live was just 544,000. Yet it's insisted that Ben and Kat can't be blamed for the demise of This Morning and that the show's fate is down to the fact that daytime TV, as we know it, is dying. The rise of streaming giants, catch-up services and a boom in the number of channels have not helped the likes of This Morning. The model of popular dramas and magazine shows worked in the 80s and 90s because there were just 5 channels spoon-feeding a captive audience of people at home during the day. Now there are hundreds of channels, and at the click of a button people can select a quality drama or a mind-blowing documentary. Students who would once sit in front of daytime TV are now glued to their phones. Viewers who had just a short time to spare between tasks during the day were once content with consuming what was put in front of them. Well, not anymore. People are still watching the main channels, but they are much more discerning about what they give their time to. So now program makers are having to create shows targeting an audience with specific interests. Those that aren't bringing in audiences, while costing millions to make, stick out like sore thumbs in this new world, so we are likely to see more big-name shows facing the axe, and This Morning is very close to being one of them. Meanwhile, BBC One's Morning Live has gone from strength to strength, getting a peak this year of 1.6 million viewers, partly because it does not repeat the traditional format. It is almost entirely consumer and lifestyle focused, which is why Beeb bosses claim they do not even see This Morning as a rival. Wow, how the mighty have fallen. And experts have warned that channels such as ITV, BBC and Channel 4 are simply not doing enough to keep audiences interested. TV and Showbiz commentator Johnny Seifert said, "People are watching less daytime TV because we now have streaming sites and can create our own schedules. We can do what we want." He added, "Shows like This Morning have seen lower viewing figures because there's nothing that makes you go, I need to watch this." But Jan Kiley, from charity Dogs for Autism, said that the show is still reaching people of all ages, and her assistant's dog-in-training Buddy has fast become a hit with his weekly visits to the This Morning sofa. The program is following his journey to train as a fully qualified service dog as the charity raises funds to help as many people as possible. "Everyone loves Buddy," she said. "Everywhere we go we have people recognizing him and asking for pictures. I go to a gym and there's a lot of older people there and they love it too. When he walks in we just take the lead off now because he knows where he's going. He's a bit cheeky and he pinched a sock this morning and was carrying that around. Many years ago when I was a young mum I would put This Morning on in the background. It gave structure to my day. And people are still watching now." But could a new problem for ITV bosses be emerging, in the form of a feud between hosts Shephard and Deeley, that could put the final nail in This Morning's coffin? Feud rumors have been circling following a clash on the show, resulting in Vanessa Feltz having to step in. Some might put the spat, one of an increasing number between the pair, down to a bit of banter. However, it is well documented that Deeley wanted to co-host This Morning with Ryland Clark and not Shephard, which is bound to have caused some friction between the pair, and some have been left thinking things might not be so rosy behind the scenes. Kat and Ben recently became fired up with each other as they took part in a heated debate on the program. They hosted a segment about how women still do the majority of the housework, and Kat got so wound up she pointed her finger at Ben. Yet he branded his co-star a control freak and cheekily told her to relax. Kat shared how she has to write lists of things for her husband, Irish comedian Patrick Kielty, to remember to do each day. And she was supported by Vanessa Feltz and broadcaster Camilla Tominey, who both said they end up doing most of the parenting responsibilities. Ben replied, "I think it is empowering. We are empowering you to maintain your strength and position." An unimpressed Kat said, "Before I come to work, I literally have post-it notes at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like this, Stick them on everything. Don't forget the violin. Ben quipped, that's because you're a control freak. Just let it happen. Just relax. Just relax. Kat then looked to her co-stars for support as she told Camilla, unleash Phelps. Unleash her, unleash her. Vanessa chimed in with a story of when she headed to Chicago to co-host the Jerry Springer show where she had to make and label every single meal for the whole trip. But, despite the friction, they all managed to end the debate with a smile. Things also got off to a rocky start for the presenting duo on Wednesday, as Ben poked fun at Kat for her outfit at the beginning of the show. Ben said, "You had lovely Ollie Alexander on earlier. We're talking more about Eurovision. Kat's actually come as one of his dancers. So is it all just fun and games, or are Kat and Ben really at war behind the scenes? Could Kat Deeley secretly be plotting and hoping that her initial choice of co-host Ryland Clark will eventually replace Ben Shephard and he'll be shipped off back to Good Morning Britain with his tail between his legs? Or will it be this morning itself getting the boot? Well, if viewing figures continue to fall, we have a feeling it will be the latter." In response to the claims This Morning is struggling, an ITV spokesperson said, "As a broadcaster and streamer, ITV has a range of programming in its daytime schedules. This Morning reached an average 4.2 million viewers a week in April alone, its highest so far in 2024. In 2023, This Morning was one of the most streamed shows on ITVX. Like all media, This Morning has expanded into the digital sphere with record-breaking results. This Morning remains Britain's most talked about and influential daytime TV show and has never had a better connection with its viewers, with just under 160 million video views of This Morning content, and it reached 63 million unique social media accounts in April. But how long can ITV keep denying that This Morning is facing its demise, and indeed, that the program has never fully recovered from the Phillip Schofield scandal? Could some of the friction between Kat Deeley and Ben Shephard be down to the pressure of trying to keep This Morning afloat? The decline in viewers since they started their new roles is bound to be weighing heavily on their shoulders, especially since they've both given up plum positions to take on the task. Is there an air of regret? Possibly. And that regret will surely grow if viewers continue to switch off. Can we expect more friction between Kat and Ben? We believe so. As This Morning slowly sinks, like rats on a ship, they could be tempted to fight each other in order to save themselves. Check out our channel for more journeys through the blinker hole, and keep up to date with the latest news and entertainment straight to your device, for free. No membership fees, no merchandise, and no links. Just sit back and enjoy, for entertainment purposes only.